Good morning. Happy first Saturday. Welcome to our love morning, our opportunity to connect. Share some gratitude. Love to know something that you're feeling grateful for, something you're appreciating, something maybe you took for granted and realized, wow, how blessed I am to have elastic. So these pants are so easily put on and off. I don't have to button them up. Hooray for elastic. Or maybe something special happened. Or maybe you are finding something to be grateful about a difficulty. Maybe grateful for the rest and the slowing down required that an illness kind of forced you to take. Or maybe you're just grateful to be here with me today and us. So if you're here, say hello, let us know, leave a comment, and we can have a connection with like-minded, open-hearted people. Good morning, Juan. Good morning to you. And good morning, Gerbot. Looking forward to seeing you both in a week. A week and an hour we will be meeting for our Radical Hope. I spent a lot of time yesterday kind of putting things together and working on stuff. And I don't want to scare you, but we're going to do some arts and crafts. I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, Gerbot. Gerbot says, grateful for shoes with elastic shoelaces. Does that make me old? LOL. I've replaced almost every shoe I have with elastic. I slip on almost every shoe, even my running shoes. I slip on every shoe. You're not old, you are brilliant. I am grateful for elastic laces too. I've got a whole bunch of different kinds. But yeah. It's like, yeah. The only downside of elastic laces, I find that like on an airplane, when you're not standing on the shoe for a long period of time, I sometimes feel like it pinches when you don't have like the pressure of your weight distributing it, that sometimes on an airplane, I find the elastic shoelaces to be too much. And then the people in that plane have to deal with one of those guys. One of those guys that takes his shoes off on the airplane. Sometimes it's me, I'll admit. Anyone want to share a little bit of gratitude? Oh, but I almost forgot. Morning time is a time when we sing about the stuff we like. We might have a new toy that's cool or even a brand new bike. And if we share it with our friends, they get so happy too. Because when you are happy, it makes us through and through super grateful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Good morning. It was fun. I recorded on New Year's Day. I recorded the little song about 2025. Yes, we made it, still alive, something like that. And so I took a clip from this morning broadcast and I sent it to a lot of friends and said Happy New Year. And a bunch of friends were like, "Wow, great! That's such a great song." And I'm like, I make up a song every morning. Like, thank you for appreciating this one, but check the archives. There are hundreds of songs. Actually, how many years have I been doing this? There's probably getting close to 1,000. Holy macaroni. Oh, and a hummingbird just popped right by my window and took some of the flower of the eucalyptus. Right by my window. Pretty. Buddy! Good morning. Good to see you. Feel like I've recently become more acquainted with your presence online, buddy, and really love the energy and stuff that you are practicing and pursuing and spreading out there in the world. Please, like if you have efforts that hey, can you share this? I welcome you to ask me anytime. Not that anything I do gets much attention anymore. The algorithms don't seem to like me. but I would like to be an ally. And if it doesn't feel like in my flow, I won't do it. No hard feelings. Not that I don't like it, but I would love the opportunity. I know that I'm a person that I feel really badly reaching out and saying, "Hey, do you mind sharing this, or do you like this?" And so I am trying to golden rule it and say that's how I would want to be treated. So please, anyone I know that has any project they're working on that they care about and they're trying to get out in the world, let me know. And don't be offended if I don't share it, but give me the opportunity to. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. If you are in San Diego or will be next week, go to the Pink Party. Super fun dance. The Hug Deli will be there. There will be the Pink Ride Conga Line compliment train at 11 p.m. Michael says, good morning. Woke up from nightmares. Oh, this morning and shot out of the floor like from a cannon. Highly confused and unable to remember the dreams. Why I was on the floor, I may never know. Yikes. Well, I am glad that you're awake. My dreams are, the vast majority of them are stressful. Trying to get someplace, can't speak and or trying to speak. Moving, I can't move fast. Sticky stuff in my mouth that I can't get out. I don't know what my dream worlds are trying to work out or tell me. But my life is way what I remember of my dreams, my waking life is far more harmonious and fluid and peaceful than my dream life. I mean, they have moments. There's certainly times that cool things happen. And I don't remember the majority, but when I do, it's usually like, man. And the recurring dreams I have are recurring things of, I can't speak. I'm trying to speak. Or just like, I'm trying to move and I'm moving so slow. The cool dream that I haven't had in a long time that I used to have all the time was I was in the everyday this reality, but I knew how to levitate. I would take a deep breath, hold it, and then let it out slowly. And when I took the deep breath, I would raise a little bit. And if I just did it just right, I would keep going up. And it was in my dreams, people were like, what the fuck? I mean, it wasn't a normal thing in the dream world. Like everyone in the dream world is like, that's incredible. You can levitate. Yeah. Michael saying, it's been a productive day so far. I ate without anyone reminding me. Grateful for improvements in mental health. Good for you. And how interesting each of our challenges and struggles is so unique. Last night, Lisa said, do you ever just feel like you got to make yourself eat? You're just bored of eating. And I'm like, that is rarely my issue. I am almost always trying to stop myself from just grazing and eating out of boredom. And then if I don't eat, I'm usually like, cool. Like I would like to have more fasting periods in my life. So when I make it like a bunch of hours without eating, I'm like, oh, amazing. Don't eat ice cream. Don't eat ice cream. Which, by the way, I've been dessert free so far this year. Maybe I had one tiny, like a scoop, less than a scoop of ice cream on New Year's Day, maybe? I have to double check that. But I'm holding to my commitment word of the year, and I am not having desserts. Gerbot says, I am grateful to have dreams I enjoy. I love the flying dreams, even though I don't have those often. Do you ever have lucid dreams? I go in phases where I will have dreams where I in the middle of them, I'm like, wait, this is a dream. And then what I usually do, and I've tried to stop. I go, let's see if I can fly. And trying to fly in the dream is too dramatic, and I wake up. But I have done things like, oh, I think I'm in a dream. I'm gonna kiss this person and see what happens, and that worked. But like flying was just too. Maybe I can work up to it. I am grateful for a nice walk this morning I took with Lisa. Grateful for the excitement I'm feeling in preparation for the next weekend, the workshops and the happening that we're gonna have. I am grateful for that it's First Saturdays, so I get to go be filled with gifting. And I'm grateful for the kind of thought that I shared yesterday that it's really been stewing in me, and I wrote about it after the broadcast of like taking Ram Dass's clear my mind and reduce suffering, and change it to heal my mind and practice gifting. And that's what I'm going to do every day, no matter what's happening in the world. If the oppression is worse, that's what I want to do every day. If I have liberty for all, that's what I want to do every day. So that kind of takes me out of the urgency need to pay attention to current events and panic about the future. Because it doesn't matter. I already know what I'm going to do tomorrow and in this next moment. Gearbot says, lucid dreaming is amazing, though I've only experienced that a handful of times. Not too many for me, but maybe a couple dozen that I can remember. It's interesting when I talk to people who like have a practice of it, and they, so that they feel like they develop a deep control of it and consistency in things. I remember I went to Lucidity was an event, like a Burning Man inspired event, and I remember the first year I went, they had a lucid dreaming dome where they were inviting people to all come and sleep and lucid dream together. I did not go because I had not had any experiences with lucid dreaming at that time, and I was probably more interested in dancing on drugs, which I stand by my choice. Anyone else want to share some gratitude before we head off into the day? I gotta kind of get packed up and prep for Saturdays a little bit. Not too much. I think I'm ready, but I need to like make some numbers so I can hand out to the people who are waiting in line. That's one of the things that we do is people line up that are, want our patrons, and so I go through the line early and start giving people numbers for the people that were there first, because what happens often is when you open, a bunch of people will just kind of rush the front, and a lot of the people in line are like in wheelchairs and not feeble, and so these rude strong people muscle in, and it's like the strong survive kind of mentality. But if I give out numbers, then even if there's a big crowd of people trying to cut, I can be like, do you have a number? Or if you don't have a number, you got to get in the back of the line. And it's very appreciated by the regulars. At first, I was bummed about it because I don't want to treat people like, they aren't capable of being monitored. But a guy at last First Saturdays told me, he says, unfortunately, you have to. This is a guy in the streets. He's like, you have to deal with the worst of us. He goes, me and my crew, we are really good about cleaning up areas and not leaving trash. We don't want to, if we are camping someplace, but we'll leave it, and then we see a few days later somebody comes in there and just like dumped out a trash can there. And unfortunately, a city and people have to deal with the homeless based on kind of the worst of them. So that's why it's this balance of trying to give as much respect and dignity as possible without so much leeway that the worst cannot take advantage. But I think we've gotten pretty good at it. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to practice more of that today. And wherever you are, let's give ourselves a big squeeze. Feeling grateful for our bodies, for this new year, for the connections in our life, for all the opportunities and choices, the opportunities to grow and learn and stumble and try again as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everyone here, thanks for being here.